Ready?
All right.
All right.
Welcome back.
We're synced up.
Okay. You want to do intro?
Sure. Hold up. Oh, you have the notes right there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome back to the 2Boys1desk podcast, season 2.
All right. It's been a long break. Do you want to talk about basically the last time we recorded our trip back from Tracy with your car?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. So the last time we recorded, that was last year, like in December, I think, right?
December, yeah.
Yeah. So we were driving our way back, and then out of nowhere, my tire pops. It was crazy. I was like, oh shit! Like the steering wheel, like it kind of threw like since the tire popped,
Mm-hmm.
it started throwing me to the side. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah, I did. That shit was loud.
It was kind of hard for me to like keep it straight, but I did because I got bars, you know. But then yeah, it was a Sunday.
What a fun day.
Yeah, it was Sunday, and it was like 3 p.m. when that happened, huh? So then I had to pull over. I decided to like get off the freeway since the exit was like coming up. So I was like kind of driving on like the tire that was already popped. I think that's why when they took it off, it was like ripped.
His tire ripped like the way I describe it is like an orange peel.
Yeah, it was like an orange peel.
Like,
but I think it was because I was driving it with the rim. The rim kind of cut it.
Well, it's because the inside of your tire lining like ripped completely.
Yeah.
So I remember before we even got off on the exit, I was able to look out the window. It had come off so much, I was able to look like through the little side mirror thing and see your tire like a few inches away from where it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's what I was like. Dude, we gotta fucking pull over now.
Yeah, so then we pulled up to like a Chevron or like a Arco, huh?
One of those gas stations.
Yeah, and then we called AAA because my homeboy has AAA, and yeah, we were waiting there. But it was a Sunday, so I was scared because I know most local tire shops, they're usually closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
So it would just be like franchises, right? And thank God there was one that had my tire because BMW usually has special parts that you usually have to order because they're German.
I felt bad that day because my anxiety was through the roof.
Oh yeah, he was tripping. It was my car, but he was tripping the most.
because it's like, okay, so the situation for me, how it looked like was this dude's back right tire is absolutely gone. We need to find somewhere with enough space for this tow truck to come get us. And we pull into like
a gas station.
We pull into a gas station with like the smallest space possible to like fit. It only fit one car. I remember we were like, well, first we started off to the side, but we eventually moved it like into like the middle of this small space. And I just remember cars like trying to come in behind us, and we're just like, oh no, like
you can't do that.
Flat tire, like, you know, we're not moving basically. And then when the tow truck guy finally got there, I was on the phone with him. I was like, hey, you might have to go around because we're not in like the big parking lot next to us. We're in the small little space where the gas station is.
Yeah, there was like a hotel, like an empty ass parking lot. I went into the gas station.
I remember I was like, Christian, dude, you should have gone into the big parking lot. Like, let's go right now. He's like, no, my rim. And I was like, I don't care. There's not enough space.
There was enough space though.
Yeah, eventually, yeah, there ended up being enough space. But I don't know. I was tripping over it pretty hard. And
then he kept on trying to like change the direction, like, oh, let's recall the Uber and the tow truck.
The plan,
and,
yeah.
I was like, no, let's just see it through. It's gonna work out.
So what also gave me major anxiety was that, let's say this happened around 4:30, right?
Yeah.
Tire shop we're going to go to closes at 5:30, and the thing said that the tow truck's not gonna get there till 5:15, and it's like so we'd barely be cutting it basically. And I was like, okay, well, if we get there and the place is closed, tow truck guy is not going to want to drive this car all the way back to Stockton to drop off the vehicle at your house. So that was like another thing. I was just like, okay, well, we're fucked basically. So so that's why I got me like, that's like the other thing that got me like pretty tripped out. Not to mention that, okay, yeah, so when the tow truck driver pulled up, he pulled up into the hotel parking lot because he thought that's where we would have pulled in.
He did?
Yeah, and then you remember he had to back out, and then you had to drive around the other way and then back in.
Oh yeah, and then he told us to drive it forward, huh?
Yeah, and
into that little spot.
yeah. And he told us to drive it around this little tight ass corner.
Like an alley type of thing behind the gas station.
That's basically what it looked like. It was like an alleyway. It wasn't even like a road or anything. And then they picked us up. Dude didn't want to talk to us at all. He was like quiet the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is like, fine.
We did find out. He told us that he said make sure that they have the tire, which I already did. I made sure that they had the tire because you can't use the AAA for the same car or something like that within 24 hours.
You can't use AAA at all within the same 24 hours. Yeah. So it was it's pretty bad. So if that means that if we gone to the place without the car place without calling them about your tire, like you did, and we just showed up and they didn't have the tire for us.
Yeah.
We were fucked. You'd leave your car there and we'd have to wait for a ride to come pick us up because he's not gonna drive us all the way back to Stockton. But that's the thing I was most worried about. That was just that.
Get stuck in Tracy.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't want to leave your car, dude. I was more concerned about like the wheel of your car as well, because it was like, oh man, I don't know what Christian's going through. Christian was fine the whole time. I was
chill, bro. It's like
I was just freaking out a little too much. But yeah, that was crazy. That was after our last recording.
Yeah, that was the end of season 1.
We didn't even post that one.
No.
Not yet. Probably do that in the next few weeks.
Yeah, next few weeks.
And then what else? We went to go see the meteor shower.
Oh yeah.
So Christian and I stayed up till how long? Like 1:30
1 a.m. Yeah.
1:30 in the morning. We started at what, 9 or no? We started at 11 or 10.
Yeah, we started at 11.
At 11, and we had driven. So the plan was to find this meteor shower, watch it, and take.
We were going somewhere where
pictures.
We were going somewhere where there wasn't city lights, so there wouldn't be light pollution, so we could see it well.
Oh yeah, that as well, and also I don't know, it'd be hard to see with city lights, anyways. Which is how we ended up seeing the fucking thing, anyways.
That's true. Yeah.
But we went down some road. I was driving us down some road, some random road. This is the one.
And he almost kills a bunny.
No, the road before that, where it gets super foggy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, we stopped and we took some pictures, but I was like, dude, Christian, what if we're right next to like the levee? So dude, what if an alligator just came out?
I don't think there's alligators.
Yeah, that's what he said. I was like, I don't think there's alligators or like crocodiles here. I was like, what if an animal came out? But yeah, no, that fog was dense.
That shit was dense. Yeah.
But we did take some fire pictures. I got some fire pictures of you with the lights. But then a car started coming, and I was like, okay, time to wrap it up. Let's turn around. And then that's when we drove. We drove up 5 off of Walnut Creek, I believe.
No, Walnut Grove.
Creek somewhere else.
It's in the bay.
Yeah, sorry. Walnut Grove, and that's where we went through this road. Imagine just this dark, windy road with trees that hang over it like fucking crazy. Nothing but farmland around. And it's foggy as hell, in the middle of the night. I don't think it was a full moon, huh?
I think it was, and it was like really low. It was really low in orange. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And then you went bunny hunting, just trying to run over bunnies and shit.
Yeah. So I couldn't see the road all the way. Well, to be honest, we were looking at the sky, trying to catch a glimpse of this meteor shower. And I'm driving, and still just frozen because it was super cold. Frozen in the middle of the road on the double.
Frozen.
There is no way there was a soul left in that life, man. It was on the double yellow line in the middle of the road. And I remember I was talking to Christian. I was looking to my right. He was my passenger. And then I look over. Last second, I see a bunny on the yellow. I was like, whoa! And I was like, Christian, you just see that? Like, no, what the fuck are you doing?
He was like 10 points.
10 points. That bunny did not flinch when I drove by at all. That's why I said I think it's frozen. And I was like, you didn't see that? He was like, no, what are you doing? He was like, there's a bunny in the fucking road. And we drove just a little bit more. There was more bunnies, but this time they were like actively moving, running across the road. We didn't hit any of them. I had just finished. That was crazy because I had just finished telling you about the time I hit the squirrel on the road. Yeah. I'll tell that right after this one. And we drove all the way down the road, continued all the way down, and then tried finding. There was like this little walk path, but there was nowhere to park my car.
Oh yeah.
So we ended up doing a U-turn, driving our way back, and we passed by where the bunny was again. Bunny was still there, frozen. That's why I think it was like that thing had to be.
It was frozen.
That shit had to be like dead, and just like standing, or like I don't know, just like.
He was just a really chill bunny.
Just a really chill bunny. He's like the bravest bunny I've ever seen.
I didn't know you would chill like that.
and so yeah, I drove by it again, didn't flinch again. So I think, dude, it had to be dead, definitely. Went down a different road. This time, fog was just as dense as before, and then that's when we took our more pictures, and I got a really cool picture of the moon, so that was nice. And then after that, we're like kind of hungry, so then we went to Bernie's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you forgot about that, huh? That was like
I did forget about that.
That was like a quick little intermission on our whole trip.
Shout out Bernie's, man.
Went to Bernie's, grabbed some food, and then I was like, all right, you know, we might call it a day. So that's when I started driving you back home, and you're like, oh, let's try the park. And so then that's when we went to the park next to your house.
Mm-hmm.
We sat on a bench, and for like half an hour or like 40 minutes, I don't remember how long.
I think we only saw one meteor.
That's all I needed to see. I'm gonna be honest with you. We did it. That's like that whole entire trip. That's all I needed to see. I was happy. So yeah, I was just sitting there like this. Oh, if you can't see, I'm leaning back in my chair, with my neck like bent, my head looking straight at the sky, for 30 to 40 minutes. Just me and Christian talking, just about life, I guess, and then we see a meteor just fucking fly across the sky. Almost missed it too, and I didn't know how I expected for them to look like.
I thought it was gonna be like a sky full of them. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I was glad I just saw one. The way I compared it, excuse me, was if you ever played Wii Sports,
when you hit the fastball tennis,
and you hit the fastball serve, that's exactly how it looked like to me, at least. People realize that sounds stupid, but
no, that's exactly what it looked like.
That's exactly how.
That's exactly what it looked like. Yeah.
And then after that, I was like, "Yo, should we stay for like 5 more minutes?" You're like,
it was cold as fuck.
Yeah, we were freezing.
All right. I think the bench was wet too.
Yeah, it was. And Christian's like, "Okay, but only 5." So after 5 minutes, we got up and left, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this," you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our little trip.
All right, so tell us about how you killed that squirrel.
Sorry, I was drinking coffee. So the squirrel. So for Mercedes, we test drive cars, right? And they're like, "Oh yeah, I need you to drive this car however many miles." I think this one said 25 miles or 30 miles. Drive it 30 miles. And so I looked up what was 15 miles away, because it was 15 miles out, 50 miles back, right? And you get 30 miles. Yeah. So I went to Walnut Grove. I went to Walnut Grove again because it was 50 miles out from where I needed to go. And there was I remember I had gone to the point, turned around, and as I was driving back, there were squirrels, running. I was like, oh, okay, cool. The little guys are, going on about their day, and I seen the squirrel ahead of all the other ones down the road, and he was on the side of the road just chilling, right? And as I'm getting closer, I see this dude dart across the road as soon as I pull up, and I tried swerving away from him, but I guess it didn't work because I didn't feel a bump or anything, but I just heard a little yeah, and I was like, no, my head. Did
you see it in the mirrors and stuff?
I was gonna say I looked in the mirror. It wasn't like a bloody mess the usual roadkill you see. He was just laying on the ground.
Damn.
So what I was hoping was I just gave the dude a heart attack I didn't hit him. I just gave him a heart attack and he kind of just croaked on the road. That's what I'm gonna tell myself. You can't tell me otherwise, because I feel better about that than actually hitting it. And yeah, so that's the time I killed a squirrel. I think that's the first time I've killed an animal on the road.
Bro, this one time I was driving, it was like just like a regular road in Stockton, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to Currency. You know what Currency is?
Yeah, you showed me.
Super chill music, right? So I was just vibing, just driving along this road, and a fucking baby bird jumps in like right in front of my windshield, and it fucking hits it. Yeah. That was suicide, though. It wasn't my fault.
The squirrel was suicide. Squirrel was suicide. His wife was cheating on him. She took the kids. She took all the acorns.
He saw you driving. He's like, "Oh, this is my way.
This is
my way
I'm
out.
waiting for you." If anything, I'm a victim to the squirrel, because now I gotta live that with my conscience, right? He don't have to worry about it no more. He's not here no more. Fuck that squirrel.
How many beers did you drink?
Just kidding. I was at work. That's fucked. Dude, do you have a dream car?
I do have a dream car. I want like a '64 Lincoln Continental.
I don't know how that looks
or like a '66. It's a fucking long ass fucking American gas guzzling car, bro.
Gas guzzling car.
Yeah, that shit probably gets like 6 miles per gallon.
What was it called again?
Lincoln Continental, like a 1966, or like a '62, or '63, or '64.
What do you like about this car compared to just how it looks, or?
Yeah, it's fucking beautiful. It's a gorgeous car. I want it black, and it's like the first car that had like automatic drop top. Yeah, it was like the first car that had automatic drop top. So that shit was all mechanical. It's not even like electrical. It's mechanical.
Are those suicide doors?
Yes, it has suicide doors as well. Fucking gorgeous, man.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How many bunnies are you hitting with this car?
Huh?
How many bunnies are you hitting with this car?
I don't know, but you can fill up a whole trunk.
Fill up a whole trunk of dinner.
Fucking 30 bunnies probably fits in that trunk, bro. We eating good.
Do my favorite car or a dream car,
Yeah.
would be a Chevy Impala. I think I don't remember what year it is, but it's like maybe 64 or 67, but it's like a 4-door. You know what? They use this car in that show Supernatural.
I've heard of it. I never watched it, though. I had a friend who really liked that show.
It's a nice one. It'll pop up in a second. But I like the way it looks.
Is that a toy? Is that action
figure
next to it?
That's the Amazon.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me. That's me next to it. But yeah, I think it looks nice. It's 67. Yeah.
Yeah, older cars, they definitely have more personality. Like, you see, like, new cars, and they all look the same.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Mercedes cars, every year, like, the screen is getting bigger.
Damn.
That's what I noticed.
One day it's going to be off screen.
I say, like in the EQS. So, like, you know how you have your dashboard, right? The newer versions, like, the dashboard's like screen, right? So it's just a screen across to like where the center console is over here. And that's how it's been for like a few years, right? Then I saw this EQS that's going to come out this year, I think. And the whole center console is screened, and then all the way down just a fat screen, like across to like where the radio will be in the middle.
All those fingerprints, bro.
It's like it looks like almost like a tiny little TV inside the car.
Damn.
And I was like, how's this not going to be distracting? Oh, you know what? Some cars I noticed, they all have like a, I don't know what to call it. I don't want to call it a hologram exactly. But when you're driving...
Oh, it says the speed on it?
It displays on the windshield ahead of you. It looks like almost like a 3D thing. It'll display the speed, whatever like driving thing you have on. Like
lane assist and shit?
Yeah, lane assist or like cruise control. And I'll have it'll display like how fast the speed limit for the road is as well. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So it's nice. It's nice driving those like pretty much daily. So.
Yeah. Like the only new car I'd buy would be a Honda Civic Type R because they come in manual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to start learning how to drive manual.
Yeah, that's fine.
I kind of have an understanding. I know how to like, put into first. But I haven't driven it out on the road. It's only been in like the parking lot of the Mercedes. But now after that, I want to buy myself a like really cheap like manual car.
Yeah.
My only dilemma is if I buy it, right, and like the whole point is that it's a little beater, right? So it's gonna die out pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what am I gonna do with the car, like the whole like body, if it dies out,
Yeah. You could
Could get it like towed for money or whatever, but
yeah, sell it to like Pick and Pull and like give you like a couple hundred, I think.
I'd have to like put 1,000 or 2,000 in it or whatever. It's hard finding a good deal.
Especially, yeah, cars are fucking expensive now, bro.
Yeah, dude, I've been checking
Jesus.
Facebook Marketplace. They got fucking everything there.
There's liars, bro.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Can't trust these
No,
people.
I can't. I gotta find someone like I know in person, right?
Yeah.
Or someone that I can meet in person, see the car in person, type of thing. Before like I don't know, just like meeting up. Like it has to be a connection. Does that make sense?
Mm.
Because if I meet up with someone, it'd be like, oh yeah, throw them in the trunk or whatever. It's like,
Oh yeah. I mean, you don't really go like to buy a car by yourself. You usually take someone with you as backup. No.
we're not bulletproof. I don't know. But yeah, that's something I want to do this year at some point for sure. Just don't know.
Oh, so that's one of your goals this year?
That's one of my goals this year. Yeah, I really don't put goals for myself throughout like years. But yeah, that's something I definitely want to do. I know you got some goals for this year, right? I don't know if you want to share them.
Just be more consistent. Stay on top of things.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good
I got I don't really have. It's more like dreams. It's like because I want to travel a lot more this year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's kind of like part of my goal, like get shit done and like afford to go travel and shit.
Yeah.
So I guess those are goals, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, because I want to go to Mexico first. I want to go visit my family, meet them for the first time. I've never met them, like in person. So that would be a cool thing to do.
I want to go to Seattle.
Seattle. Seattle's fun.
Yeah. After you told me about it, I want to go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's where I got you the Pulp Fiction script in Pike's Place.
Oh, hold on. Okay, we're good. Sorry. That's where you got me the script?
Yeah. Seattle.
Seattle. Oh, yeah. Where else do you want to go, like besides Mexico?
Mexico. Me and my friends were gonna go to Jamaica and then Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah, for my birthday. Yeah.
Is there anywhere like?
I'm gonna gamble and lose it all.
Yeah.
In Vegas, the hotel rooms.
The children away.
The mortgage.
I'll put my firstborn child on this game. Sorry.
Yeah, Vegas. The hotels they have. You can't open the windows at the hotels.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because of suicides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody's definitely lost some homes and wives and families.
And themselves.
And then themselves, yeah.
Bro, I heard there's like underground like mole people in fucking Vegas as well. Like people who've lost everything, they just like disappear and like they decide to live underground.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah, like there's a whole like society down there.
Dude, we gotta learn more about that. Talk about that next week.
Bro, for real.
I'm curious now. Damn, like how do they live? They got no money. How do they eat? What do they eat? Is it like just garbage?
Probably garbage, yeah. Whatever gets thrown out from like casinos and shit and
what
restaurants.
If it's like luxurious and that's the whole reason why they stay down there is because they don't want to come back to this world because this world's shitty. You know what I mean? Maybe they know something we don't.
Yeah,
what if we're missing?
Let's go down there and convert.
Let's go. Let's go gamble our lives away.
Yeah.
And then we can go figure out.
My 21st birthday, bro. That's what we're doing.
Come with me in March. Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. I wanna go to a karaoke bar. That's what I wanna do. Yeah, I think that'd be nice.
What's your first karaoke song that you're singing?
Fuck. I didn't put much thought into this, You
just want to go?
I just want to go. I want to see other people get drunk and sing. Maybe Flashing Lights by Kanye. I feel like that'd be a cool one.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then put actual flashing lights. And then give everybody epilepsy and so on.
Epilepsy?
Yeah, I didn't give it much thought. Dude, there's a couple good songs. What You Want to Do for Love by Bobby Cadwell.
Oh, that one's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't know. Do you know what? Do you have any songs that you know like lyric to lyric?
Lyric to lyric. Bro, Mad City by Kendrick.
Really?
I fucking go hard, bro.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I wasn't expecting anything like that, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a car. It's a
Car episode.
It's a car, a little vehicle episode,
Vroom,
a little
vroom.
driving experience.
Yeah.
Vroom vroom. Yeah, exactly. I'm in my mom's car.
Bro, have you seen that video of the guy who's like hella high and he's like, "Why are we going so
Yeah.
fucking fast?"
I'll say that in Jason's car pretty often. Dude, that dude, he drives fast, man.
Bro, yeah.
How did you learn how to drive? Like, was it through school or?
No, honestly, how I learned how to drive was probably GTA.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like automatic cars, like, yeah, because like it's pretty much the same thing. Like you press the button, you press the acceleration, same thing, you know, you brake. I didn't know though that like brakes are hella sensitive, so I like fucking first time I broke, like I slammed on it, like kind of whoa. But then yeah, so automatic was easy, you know. You just kind of like need to learn like the road, like the rules of the road. But like driving it was kind of easy, like controlling it and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But manual. I bought my Civic. That was like the first car I ever bought, and that's when I first like started driving seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad was teaching me. Yeah, pretty hard 2 weeks.
Hard
Yelled
to-
at a couple times.
How much you buy it for?
1,500.
Damn, from who?
Yeah. It was like on the street and it had a for sale sign, and my brother saw
Oh.
it, so he like texted me about it, and we went to go see it.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
I might have to do it.
And then I got hit. Someone hit my door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a couple months after that, after I bought it, and then the insurance paid me out like what I paid for the car basically. So I pretty much got it for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man. Damn. That's.
Yeah.
Did you end up fixing the door, or is it? Still...
Oh no, I used the money.
Okay.
It's like a little beater. It's like a 2001 Civic. So it's like. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? When was the first time? Like, how old were you when you first like drove?
When I first drove.
Like a car in general.
Oh, that's actually probably when I was like 12. My dad, he had like this big lifted like Chevy, like a
Mhm.
Silverado. It was like fucking. It was the coolest car. And then but he was gonna sell it, so he was like, "Oh, before I sell it, I'll let you drive it." Like one time, so I drove it around the block.
Crashed it, burned it.
No, no, it was a cool little drive. Yeah.
But damn, man.
I could barely see over it. Yeah.
Did you so you learned from GTA and all that? How old were you when you got your license?
Oh yeah. Damn, I was 19. Cause I was driving for a year without a license.
That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. So I bought it when I was either 18 or was about to turn 18. Is like when I bought it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I never got to like doing my permit thing until like in the middle of June, and then I didn't get my license until like November. No, December. I got my license in December.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember you didn't really need a car in high school since you lived so close.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would just walk home.
Yeah, I'd always see you walk.
Yeah.
Me, I started driving like you said, like when I was 12. It'd either be like my mom's like hybrid Camry at the time, or my mom's the big brown truck, the Ford F-150, the Super Crew. Excuse me. I don't know why coffee makes me want to burp all the time.
It's acidic.
But yeah, no, how I learned to drive was basically like off watching, because I wasn't allowed to play GTA. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I wasn't allowed to play GTA. My mom saw the thing, she's like, nudity? No. I was like, okay, I understand.
I understand.
I understand.
Reasonable.
She saw like drugs and violence for Call of Duty, but she didn't care. She's like, just as long as there's no nudity. I was like, okay. So I learned off watching other people drive. Does that make sense? So I always try to get into like the passenger seat, because and then I'll just like watch how my mom drives or how anybody drives when I'm in the car with them. So I kind of just like learned off that almost. But I do have this memory of one time I would think I was 8 or 9. I lived in a court, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the court, like there's like just houses just all around. I remember I sat. My mom was like, "Oh, you want to try driving, right?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I want to start trying to drive." So I sat it. So she sat me in her lap, right, in the driver's seat, and I didn't understand. Like you said, I didn't understand how delicate things were, right?
Yeah.
And so she was like, "Okay, well, first we're gonna put it in reverse so we can get out." So she puts it in reverse, and she's like, "Okay, now start slowly getting out." I was like, "Okay," grab the wheel, and then I jam my foot on the gas. And so since it's a court, right,
Mm-hmm.
there's houses on the other side.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So what's it called? I'm trying to explain this for like people who listen, but on the video you're gonna see me like talk with my hands. um, so like I was reversing out this side, and there was a parked car on the other side of the court.
Oh damn.
So when I gassed the reverse, I was zooming into like the car on the opposite side of the court, and my mom yanked my leg off the gas and slammed the brake, and we were pretty close. There was still like some space in between, but we were pretty close to absolutely just wrecking both cars. Um, so yeah, it was like 4 or 3 years later until she like trusted me with the car again.
Were you scared after that? Like you're the second time driving?
Dude.
Were you scared? Like, oh shit, I might crash again?
Well, I ended up crashing again anyway.
Oh jeez.
Or for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is actually the only time I've ever crashed. I was 12 years old, or 13, one of those. But after that incident, I wouldn't say I was scared or anything. I was just more like, oh shit, like I gotta be careful next time. Also, I would have been like traumatized as I never want to touch a car again.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I was what's it called? So after that, when I turned 12, my mom would have me reverse, because we had like a garage at the time, right? My mom would have me reverse her car out the garage into like the little driveway, wash it, and then put it back into like into the garage.
Oh, so you were a porter since a young age.
Yeah, I was a porter since a young age. And so that gave me like, real good practice, like, like reversing, driving forward, this, that, whatever. Sometimes I'd take it like a little round, or like around a park that was nearby as well, like, going on a little cruise, just to get my practice in, right? Because I understood, like, it was automatic, so it was like easy to understand. It was like, okay, reverse, okay, forward, like, drive or whatever, just keep the wheel straight. I learned you have to lightly tap everything now. And I reverse it out, give it a wash, put it back in, with both with the hybrid and the Ford. But my first accident was I don't know if you remember like the scratch marks on the side of the Ford. It's bad. So what happened was we had an AC unit, right? So we had a decently big backyard. I forgot whatever reason my mom had asked me to move the truck from this little side alleyway we had on the house to the backyard. Because there was like a little connecting road, right? Like through the garage, little side alleyway, backyard. This truck's big, dude, right? Like, and I hadn't gotten used to like the gas pedal on this car because my mom doesn't drive it all the time, right? She drove the Camry all the time, so that's why I had more practice with washing that one than I did with the Ford. So the Ford, like, I pull it into like the little alleyway easily. And at the time, ahead of me was a basketball hoop. At the time, there was this big ass heavy basketball hoop. I was too small to push it, right? And so ahead of me was a basketball hoop. Then it's the wall of the house, right? To my right, in front of me, the basketball hoop. To the right, the wall. And at the end of the wall, in the backyard, is the AC unit. Basically, I had to fit the truck between the basketball hoop and the AC unit to get it into the backyard. For whatever reason, I still don't remember why. But that's just what my mom had asked me to do. And so then I was like, okay, like, I got this. Driving a little slow. Turning. I had my brother was like, yeah, tell me how close I am to it. He's like, okay, you're good. And then this is a big ass truck, dude, right, for like a 12-year-old. So I wasn't used to like how big it is because I thought I was just close to everything. For some reason in my brain, it was like, I'm more worried about hitting the basketball hoop than I am the AC unit.
Priorities.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I'm turning more away from the basketball hoop than I am the AC unit, and so then I remember like, my brother's like, you're good, you're good, you're good. I was like, okay. My brother's eight, eight at the time. No, he's 7 at the time, 7 or 8, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I think I'm good. I'm gonna gas it, right? And just get into the backyard. And I ended up hitting the AC unit, like scratching it on the side of the truck. Yeah, it was bad. And my brother's face is like, he's like, he has like the surprised look on him, like, and I was like, what? He was like, dude, you're touching it. I was like, I am. He's like, yeah, dude, you're touching it. I was like, oh shit. And so I was like, okay, let me reverse it a little bit, and like the gear switch is like up next to like the wheel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I put it in reverse, and then I try going back more. You just hear it scraping more. Yeah. Oh, and he was like, you're touching it still. I was like, you know, little kids, you're still touching it. I was like, oh fuck. Okay. And I don't know why panic mode kicked in so hard. I put it in drive and I just gassed it through into the backyard just to get it over with. And I lifted the AC unit off its platform and it was turned a little bit, yeah. And it didn't fall over, but it was turned, right? And the little stepping part where you step on the Ford is like crumpled at some points, and then it's like white marks like across the whole like passenger side like door and all that. But yeah, that's the only crash I've ever been in.
How bad did you get in trouble?
I didn't get in trouble at all.
Really?
Yeah, my mom was more worried about my safety than she was the car. So the thing is, like, so when I first got my license, or like not even, no, before then, when I got my permit, I was always driving the truck because she saw that as like a shield, right? Because like if my Toyota Corolla or like your car that you have now, the Beamer, were to like run into like the truck, you're gonna take more damage than what the truck's gonna take, right? So she felt more safe with me driving in that. So she was just like, I'm just glad you're okay, like, you know, this, that. So yeah, I didn't really get in much trouble, but she was just like, you gotta be like careful next time, you know, or whatever. It's like, or next time you hit something, just get out the car and let's, like, you know, wait till I get home or something. I was like, fuck, I should have done that. I was just like so like I gotta do this. Like, she wanted me to do this. I remember trying to wash the white marks off the truck, but it's scraped paint. So if I wanted to fix it, I would have had to repaint it. But yeah, so that was like my only crash, really, yeah. But yeah. I don't know. I ended up driving that car later, fucked like that. Going to high school, my junior year. Remember, I drove that truck, right? That's how I drove it, just like with my permit. I take my siblings to school and all that, and then I got my license. Drove that truck for a little bit still, but only for like a few months, and I ended up getting the car I have now. Yeah. And I love this one. This one's nice. So, yeah.
Do you plan on keeping it for a while?
Excuse me.
The Corolla?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah. I feel like my next step would be a manual car, you know, manual transmission.
Manual?
Yeah, manual, yeah. I'm going to name my next car Emmanuel. But yeah, I feel like that's the next step. But it doesn't have to happen anytime soon. Like, the car I have now is still good, you know. I mean, it's got a decent amount of miles on it, like really decent, like getting close to like 200.
Damn.
Yeah. So the car was given to me with 120 on it from my uncle, and right now it's like at 170 something. Since I got it like in high school, which isn't that bad, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't put that many miles on it.
No, but it's getting there. So I feel like I should wait until like it runs the number up for me to like actually start considering a new car, because I might be considering a little too soon right now. So yeah, that's my accident story. But yeah, where's the word? Gay sentado or not?
Gay sentado.
No, I was gonna not. I was gonna say I had this question.
Ask it.
I wrote it down. Or is it like the weirdest? Oh, how far are we in?
42 minutes.
42. Okay, yeah. These should be quick conversation topics. Where's the weirdest place you've peed?
Oh, bro. Most recently, I had to pee. I was at the park at Nelson Park, and it was during the storm. It wasn't during the storm, but it was like the storm time.
It was like raining.
No, it wasn't raining that time, but the parks were closed because of like dangerous winds and shit.
Yeah.
You know? So then I had to pee. So then I went
Piss
to.
is flying up that way because the winds. Is what's going on?
No. I was gonna go to the bathroom, right? But it was locked. I was like, oh, these fuckers! I'll just pee on the wall. So I just had to pee on the wall of the bathroom.
What's it
outside.
like? It's like the weirdest situation you've been in. You had to be like, damn, I gotta use the bathroom right now. Because I have it pretty weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Just maybe driving and like I've had to pull over and like pee on the side of the road.
Like you've done that before?
Yeah.
Oh, me, I'll wait. I guess I feel like I'm pretty good at holding in my bladder.
I have a tiny bladder, bro. I pee everywhere. Oh, there was this one time, right, where me and my homie Matthias, we went from Stockton to Santa Rosa, and then to SF because we were gonna go to a concert, right? And then so like in the morning, I had like a black coffee from Starbucks, and that's kind of like the only thing I had. So then like that shit ran through me, bro. I swear, like we were probably on the road for like 3-4 hours because we had to go to Santa Rosa then SF.
Yeah.
I probably stopped like 9 times to pee.
Really?
Yeah.
9 times?
9 times, bro.
Was Matthias like pissed or annoyed? Or?
Yeah, he was kind of annoyed. It was like when we first started hanging out, so he wasn't like too mean about it, but
okay.
yeah.
That's
bro.
funny.
And then he went to go show a house in Santa Rosa to a client, and then like, bro, I had to pee like crazy, but he couldn't open the door because in different counties there's different box like apps and like memberships to open the doors and shit.
Yeah.
So then I started walking around like trying to find like a store or something. I found like a fire station. I was like, bro, can I just use the bathroom? And like he let me.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
I went to go pee at the fire station.
I don't know where the weirdest place I've peed before. Probably like on a tree, to be honest, or like on a fence.
On the
like,
border.
Yeah.
Mexican border.
But no, that's kind of related to like the weirdest situation I've been in to pee. So when I was younger, we drove to Mexico all the time, right? We didn't fly. So whenever we'd go visit Mexico, we'd drive there. In like in the Ford I was telling you about, I was like 4 or 5 at this time though, so like the Ford's pretty clean at this point, you know. And I remember we were driving and we had just like, I don't know, we're too far, we're far from like any type of pit stops, you know. And I was like, I gotta pee real bad. And it was like a road, what do you call it? You know those roads on the side of the mountains or like hills where it's like
like the truck stops, like where trucks rest?
No, like there's a metal barrier around the outside for you to like not fall off like the mountain. Yeah. There's no place to pull over really. And I had to go. So what we did was my dad was like, he's like, okay, anybody have an empty bottle of water? And we're like, no, we don't. So he's like, okay, yeah. He gave this to like my older sister. He's like, here, finish drinking this. She was like, okay. Finish drinking. He's like, now what? He's like, now give it to him. He's gonna pee in it. And so I was in the back seat of the car. I was like huddled in like a corner of the car, like away from everybody, just pissing in the car, just pissing in the bottle. I don't know if you've ever done that before.
Oh yeah, I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, for me that was like the weirdest situation I've had to pee, and yeah, and that's happened a few times growing up. Damn, that just made me think like, how come they just never pull over? They're just really impatient. they didn't care.
Isn't it cool that we can like pee in bottles but girls can't?
I was gonna tell you about that right afterwards. I was like, we're asking the wrong question, you know, because we can pee anywhere. We have to ask like a girl, like, what's the weirdest
Bro, that would be a fucking great question. Yeah.
I feel like it's a little inappropriate, but you know, it'd be more.
It's for science.
Yeah, it's for science. Cause like I'd be like, oh yeah, I peed on the side of the tree. It's no, like it's fine, right? If a girl's like, I peed on the side of a tree, I was like, damn, like
Fucking animal.
no.
Use a bathroom. What the fuck?
I was like, damn, like how did that work? Like, cause did you pull their pants all the way off to pee? Cause like they can't just squat and pee, cause they pee on their pants, right?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. We have to ask someone.
Do you know any girls? I don't know any
No,
girls.
I don't know any girls.
I'm scared.
I only talk to guys, dudes.
Dudes.
Too scared to talk to girls.
Hey, you lived in Sac for a while. Did you ever like explore the city?
No,
No.
I worked overnight, so I was always asleep during the day. Only very rarely did my roommate be like, "All right, let's go somewhere." Like know, like you get like you.
No, they were like
gotta get you
homebodies
out the
more, or
house.
what?
Who?
Your roommates, were they homebodies, or did they like going out and shit?
They liked going out, but I would say like they also liked being home. But they'd go out more often than I did, definitely. But you would go to like the mall sometimes, some thrift stores around Sac or whatever. But I wouldn't say like really exploring Sac. I didn't really do that. So.
Bro, just recently I explored old Sacramento.
Old Sacramento?
Yeah, cause
it's nice.
Yeah, I did the photo shoot with my homegirl, right? And then bro, they have a whole fucking like a store, like a restaurant type shit for cereal, bro. It's called Cerealism. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's crazy. It's like an old Sac, right? And it's just like a door, and then it goes underground, and then it's just like a big ass fucking colorful ass fucking spot.
You know what? I think I was gonna go there, but they were closed. So I didn't get to see it. Last time I went to Old Sac, at least. But I definitely gotta go. We should go sometime. Yeah, that'd be dope. Dude, they got like a whole like Ferris wheel there and shit.
Oh yeah, they do. It's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like know that until like the last time I went, because I've been to Old Sac a couple times, right? But I completely like just didn't know that was there until like I last went like last summer. So that was cool.
That was the first time I went in like years. It was like maybe like 5, 6, 7 years.
Oh yeah, like last summer was the first time I went in like 5, 6 years as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to go back and explore for sure.
It's a cool spot, yeah.
Just all over the place, I guess. But yeah, I stay pretty shuttled in.
Quarantined.
Quarantined, yeah. What's it called? I had another question. Oh, so there was this, back to peeing in bottles. Sorry. I remember a simple drive to like Pittsburgh, which is like only like 50 minutes away. I remember I had to use the bathroom, but they didn't want to stop again. So I did the same thing, peed in a bottle, right? And I remember we got there to my grandma's house, and I didn't know this. Like I walked away, but my older sister tried offering my cousin
That's mean.
the bottle. She said it's apple juice. Like,
She's evil.
And she's like, this apple juice is really warm. And she's like, yeah, because it's just been sitting in the car this whole time. She didn't drink it. I never tell you. My mom was like, no, that's just grosera. Like, don't be rude. Like, you just don't do that to me.
That's all I mean.
Yeah. You ever
been curious?
Huh?
Huh?
What do you mean?
What it tastes like? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of like an open-ended question. Curious about what? What it tastes like?
Yeah.
I feel like okay. I've never tasted pee before, but I feel like if I know how it tastes like, does that make sense?
What do you think it tastes like then?
Dude, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to
Taste it.
I feel like it'd be very acidic.
You think so?
Yeah.
Maybe mine, because I drink a lot of coffee.
I don't drink that much coffee.
Mm.
I've noticed the main times I drink coffee is like if we're doing a podcast, or sometimes at work. I'll grab like a quick coffee in the morning, but I haven't been doing that lately. It's just been water, just chugging water.
I'm always drinking like hot beverages. Like if it's not coffee, it's like tea.
Tea's good. I fuck with
drink tea. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you pee in the pool or the shower?
Oh yeah. Oh bro, where else am I supposed to pee when I'm showering? Yeah. I aim for the drain, you know.
I don't understand. Like, there's no way that restarting. Dude, if I didn't catch that, my computer would have restarted on us right now, like in 10 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, it's like I can't imagine somebody's like in the shower and like, oh, I gotta pee, that they pause the shower, get out.
Wet the floor and shit.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to fucking
You
step
animal.
on wet floor. Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way you're holding it until you're done.
Yeah, it's more human to pee in the shower than to get out while you're showering, in my opinion.
What about a pool?
I peed in a pool, yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, have you ever
Most
been...
recent or when?
No, it's been a minute. Like, maybe when I was, like, 14, 15. Yeah.
Like a public pool or like?
Oh, no, I don't like
family
public
pool?
pools, yeah.
No?
Yeah, because people pee in public pools.
Well,
It was like a family friends pool.
people like you.
Yeah.
I pee in a pool, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I try not to, but if it happens, it happens.
I feel like my worst fear would be like if it turns blue, like in Grown Ups.
I heard that's fake. I heard like that doesn't even exist, does
I
it?
think that is fake. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's fake though.
I think people just tell you that so you don't pee in their pool.
But yeah, I feel like if you're like
if I'm ever like really quiet and just like in the corner and like not moving, just know I'm peeing in the pool.
It's like, Christian, what's going on over there? He's like, give me a second.
Nothing.
I don't got a bottle. I don't got a bottle on me.
Imagine you pull up a bottle.
That'd
be good.
But yeah, in the shower, dude. Yeah, just aim it at the drain.
Yeah.
Jeez, I forgot what else. I was gonna pull up. I think we should start wrapping it up. Actually,
For sure.
I think it's that time.
That's a weird way to end it, though. I think we need like
I
one
think
more just to like.
One more. All right, let me look at one more. You guys, we're not even gonna cut
Something
this out.
small, something
we're not.
small,
We're not even gonna
something
cut this out. You guys are gonna listen to this.
Yeah, behind the scenes, we're transparent right now. Really honest.
Favorite weather. I feel like that could be a quick topic.
Oh, yeah, that is a pretty
Pretty random compared to what we were just talking about. Cars and peeing. But yeah,
Yeah.
what's your favorite weather?
Favorite weather.
Golden shower. I'm sorry,
What's a golden shower?
it's nothing. You can keep. What's your favorite weather?
Favorite weather. I like You go first.
What?
It's a hard question.
Um.
Favorite or best weather?
Okay, we'll do favorite weather, and then we'll do favorite season. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, that's good.
My favorite weather would have to be rainy weather. I like the
Really?
rain. Yeah.
Mm.
It's been a little tense lately. Maybe not like how it's been, but like a nice like calm like rain.
Mm.
I can appreciate that whether I'm outside or inside.
Yeah, a nice little rain now and then, It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
yeah.
like-
I like opening the windows even though it's kind of cold, but like just like hearing the rain drop, It's a really cool experience,
I like if I'm inside, I like hearing it like on the window or something, or just outside in general. It's like very calming, like
Mhm.
white noise, right?
Mhm.
The white noise helps people like sleep and so on.
Yeah.
But if I'm outside in the rain, I like to feel the rain on my face. So it's like
That's
That's
kind of sus.
not to sound emo or whatever. Oh,
It's
what?
kinda sus.
Nah, come on, bro. You don't have to turn it that way. But I like feeling the rain on my face. I feel like it's calming.
You like liquid on your face, you
Yeah,
weirdo.
I love it.
No, I don't like being outside when it's raining. I like being indoors and just like listening to the rain.
I like kicking water. Is that weird?
No,
Like if
I
like
feel
not a
like
not
a puddle.
Yeah, not a huge puddle, but a puddle enough like if you kick it, it's gonna like send water.
Mm.
I like doing that. I like driving in the rain, despite how dangerous it can be.
Mm.
But yeah, rainy weather is my favorite.
Yeah, I remember rainy days in school. We would play Heads Up 7 Up. That shit was the best, man.
Oh yeah, you didn't go
Heads
to
Up
recess.
7 Up, yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. Like, if there was recess and it was raining, it's like, oh yeah, we're staying inside.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I can play Heads Up 7 Up. Or
Heads
whatever.
Up 7 Up.
Or some other crazy game.
Hangman sometimes.
Hangman was a good one.
Yeah.
There was I remember second grade we played a game called Four Corners.
Oh, I think I remember that.
I don't remember how you play it though. I remember people run to like a corner of a room. They're all numbered.
And then I think you close your eyes and you pick a corner or something like that. I don't know.
I think they're numbered, and that person would pick a random number. And if your corner gets picked, you have to sit down.
Oh, I think that's what it was, huh?
I don't quote me 100%, but I think that's what it was. But yeah, that was fun. I think behind rainy weather, it would be like sunny, cloudy weather. Does that make sense? Like nice little picnic weather. I think that's cool. But yeah, what's your favorite?
My favorite would probably be I like it sunny but not hot. You know, like a good 72 degrees.
Yeah.
But like it's sunny. You know, like spring weather type shit.
Mm.
Yeah. Cause like I love feeling the sun and shit. Like in the Beamer, right? It has like the sunroof. I always like have it open. Like just feel the sun on me.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. But my favorite season would probably be fall because I like the colors.
Fall.
Yeah, if fall was more sunny, perfect.
Was more. I like winter weather and spring weather, but I feel like my favorite like season would probably be autumn or fall because you get a mix of both. Does that make sense? It could be sunny and cloudy, or rainy, like the two weathers that I really enjoy. So I think fall would have to be my favorite season. Also, Halloween is in the fall, and I love Halloween, so that works out really well too.
Yeah.
But yeah, how's that for a topic?
That's a good topic to end on.
A
little more wholesome. Yeah,
A
wholesome.
little wholesome for season 2. Yeah.
All right, end it out. Close it out.
Fuck.
Outro.
Yeah, it's my turn, huh? Yeah, this is the beginning of the second season. I appreciate you guys listening. If you have gotten this far, please follow us on Instagram, 2Boys1desk podcast. You can find us on Spotify, Apple. What other? Like
Spotify, Apple,
literally almost
Google Podcasts.
Yeah, almost anywhere you can listen to podcasts. Yeah, I feel like the main ones are just Spotify.
I think we're on iHeartRadio too.
I don't know what the fuck we're doing on iHeartRadio, but yeah, we're there if you got it.
Yeah. YouTube. Shout out to YouTube.
Yes, so YouTube is where you can find the video if you're not already watching on YouTube. You can see both Christian and I.
On Spotify, you can see us too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
you can see us on Spotify.
But yeah, that's it. Appreciate it. Thank you.